Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
Higurashi.
We're still looking at the streams since last time. We've been here for 2 days.
It's also entirely possible that we might just cut this with the previous one, depending on how long this one goes for.
We've been here for either 2 days or 0 days, depending on how you look at it.
That's exactly true.
Thank you.
While staring off into the stream, I somehow got separated from Rena. And the game is not moving. Okay, there we go.
It
wasn't very lonely, though. I know this place now. This is where I live, my home. It's probably better if I just stay here instead of wandering around aimlessly. Someone would surely find me when I was enjoying the evening breeze. I heard a familiar voice. It was Tomitake-san's.
Flash.
I headed towards it.
Yes. I'm excited for this.
What's going on?
What's going on?
This seems like it's going to be a serious scene, and I'm excited.
Maybe. We'll see. How did it...
Oh, sorry. We both messed up.
We both fucked up. 1 point.
Yeah, 1 point. How did it go, Tomitake-san?
Flash.
Were we able to get some good shots?
Yeah, fortunately.
Tomitake-san was with a girl. I felt a little like I was intruding.
Who could it be?
Oh my god.
Oh my. It's a new character.
Let's go look at that new image.
She's a cutie, and you are going to be voicing her.
Oh god.
I didn't mention it, but yeah, you got this character. I didn't think she'd show up this early, but yeah.
Wait, let me close that.
There she is. She's got a little, like,
she looks
crossing her
so
shoulders,
condescending in the new images.
She's pretty great.
Look at this couple jacked boy.
I know, it's great. So
what is this badge?
Huh?
This like badge.
I don't know. It's like a little ribbon thing. I don't know. It's a little badge thing. A little cross. I don't know.
All right.
Or like a 4-leaf clover or something.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know.
It could also be like a military cross.
I guess it could. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. I couldn't tell you. But it's there. So you're playing this character.
All right.
I would describe her
this.
as like a sexy teacher kind of thing.
That is a terrible description, and I want you to pick
so she
a new
kinda, one. No. A sexy nurse. Is that easier?
It's slightly better.
Like she likes to tease the young guys. She's like the Japanese tropey like teacher character who like teases the young boys. That's kind of her jam.
Right.
She's a little bit obsessive, I would say. But yeah, just act condescending all the time and you'll probably be fine. It's kind of her jam.
And this is her line now?
I believe so.
Alright.
So good luck. This might be one that we feel out.
Might be. Let's just go with, how was it, Keiichi-kun? Did you enjoy the festival? Wait, no, I know exactly which voice to do with her.
What voice?
Cyrus!
What?
Cyrus voice.
Which voice is that?
The extremely condescending Shannon voice.
What? Sure.
You remember Syra?
I barely Oh, yes! That was so... Oh, do that. Yeah. I believe in you. Just think of Blades in the Dark.
I know,
and remember it. Yeah, this will be great.
When do I get my arm chopped off? From the way she spoke, it seemed like she was a resident of Hinamizawa. I really should try harder to remember people's faces here. What was her name? Well, it was fun. My face must have given away how desperately I was trying to remember her name because she gave a lighthearted chuckle.
It's probably because it hasn't been long since you moved here. It's pretty hard to believe, seeing how friendly you've gotten with the other kids.
If that's how it looked, it was probably all thanks to Rena and Mion. Who is this now? This is... No one moved.
No one moved. It might still be...
Oh wait, no, this is Keiichi speaking to him because he wants him to stay.
Right, yes.
Perhaps you feel more like a resident of Hinamizawa after taking part in the festival today.
I wonder about that. What?
God damn it!
Maybe it was her that was talking and her sprite just didn't move?
Maybe.
Or maybe he was saying the first line.
I
know
feel
what?
attacked.
I am not sure who to give a point to. I feel like someone needs a point. Can we just give it to Ryukishi? I feel like he deserves it for whatever the fuck happened there. So you get a point, Ryuks. Oh, that's not like you.
I tried to get used to Hinamizawa, but there were still plenty of things I didn't know. The faces of people I'd met, for example. Things that had happened in the past as well.
I think this must be her. It must be, right? Keep clicking. Just keep clicking. Let's see what the lines are.
Why aren't they moving?
I think it must be her. Why is her sprite, like, not moving? You know what? Just give it to her. Go with the voice.
Oh, you're feeling left out because of something like that.
You didn't read Keiichi's line.
It's not so much as feeling left out, it's just I'm not sure how to say it. I didn't mean to skip it, I thought we still had more left on that page. That incident at the dam construction site. The fighting over it and other conflicts. That terrible incident they pretended they didn't even know about whenever I brought it up. Even though it was in the past, as someone living in Hinamizawa, it wasn't wrong to want to know what happened, both the good and the bad that had happened here.
Nailed it. If it will put you at ease, and I'll tell you everything I know.
Everything.
Everything.
Tomitake-san's smile made me even more relieved than I'd ever been. It was hard to think of what to ask when someone said ask me anything, though. Even then, when there was so much I wanted to ask. And could you tell me about what happened when the dam was being constructed? It was a big incident where Hinamizawa was going to be submerged, right?
I think the locals will be more knowledgeable about the dam than I am.
Ask me anything except that.
Except for that thing. Well, if you don't mind, I'll tell you what I know. It's only what I read in the newspaper, though.
Tomitake-san's eyes entered an unfocused gaze as he searched through his memory. Then he spoke.
Oh, shit, do I get an extended flashback scene with Tomitake?
I hope so.
The decision to start the dam project was finalized 7 or 8 years ago. I heard it was the next major project after Kurobe.
Flashback!
Whoa! There were 3 major issues in Japan at that time. Improving inter-island transportation infrastructure, meeting the higher demand for electricity, and flood control. There was a boom of dam building due to the massive economic stimulus they provided on top of generating electricity and flood control. That felt so weird to say that twice. Hinamizawa had the right conditions to support dam construction and flood control, so it was singled out. And flood control. And flood control.
And flood control.
The dam reservoir would have covered quite a lot of ground when it was completed. The entire area right after Yagoichi, way upstream, would be underwater.
But why did they have to pick a populated area like Hinamizawa? Couldn't they have instead picked a place where nobody lived?
I'm not really sure why, but I heard that it was just the right terrain for building a dam.
Of course, there were protests here in Hinamizawa. Rika-chan had said there was a battle. From that choice of words, I had to guess things had turned violent.
Oh, there was a trial. It was even brought up before the national diet. It was covered in the Tokyo newspapers, too.
Mina told me all about that as well. I'm sure every resident of Hinamizawa had united to fight together. The feeling of solidarity found here, which could not be expressed properly with mere words, was likely brought about by that battle.
As a result, bribery and scandals were brought to light. As things got more and more complicated, they eventually halted construction.
If I wanted to know, now is my only chance to ask. It was certainly a bizarre incident that boys my age would be curious about. I felt a little shame from the fact that I was petty enough to have my curiosity piqued by Renner and Mion's refusal to talk about the event. But I figured I might as well ask since I had the chance, just so I would stop thinking about it so much. So there was a dismemberment, right?
A dismemberment? There was. I happened to be here in Hinamizawa at the time, so I remember it well.
Tomitake-san's answer was nonchalant in contrast to my hesitantly forced-out question.
It was about this time, 4 years ago.
Creepy music.
Creepy music. It was the day of the Higurashi, if I recall correctly.
Yes, that means someone will die tonight because it's going to be patterns. I'm so excited.
Let's go.
Murder, murder.
Murder.
Debate on whether to continue construction on the dam was in disarray. Scandal after scandal rocked the project near the end. I feel like this is not Keiichi.
Yeah, I'll keep going. The incident was the final nail in the coffin for the dam project. The fight at the dam construction site ended in the victim being murdered. During prosecution, the 6 assailants divided the remains into 6 pieces and each hid one. 5 of the 6 criminals turned themselves in out of guilt, but 1 was still on the run. The right arm he'd hidden had yet to be found. The major details lined up with what was in the tabloid that you had read earlier.
Just keep going.
It certainly was a tragic incident, but it wasn't so terrible.
Why are you still doing this in his voice?
Look! It's clearly your red fucking line!
I know it is now, but you just kept going, and I was like, alright. It certainly was a tragic
incident. I was
ready
to commit to the bit!
But it wasn't so terrible that Renner and Mion needed to hide it from me. I guess they didn't want someone who just moved here to have negative impression of Hinamizawa. I felt grateful for having friends who worried so much about me, as well as shame for still being so interested in it.
Oh god. Now it's his voice. It was near the end of all the trouble with the dam, you see, so everyone was saying that it was Oshiro-sama's curse.
Oshiro-sama's curse, huh?
Not important, don't worry about it.
Oshiro-sama... Sorry.
I gotcha.
No. What? It was just like, in my head, I heard myself say, Oyashiro-flash-sama.
No! Oyashiro-sama.
Flash! It was the name of the god at the shrine that held the festival today, if I recalled correctly. I feel so bad that I'm just laughing at my own joke right now.
Oyashiro-flash. I mean, I've done that before. I feel you.
I see. Their guardian deity rained divine punishment down on the evil dam construction for trying to flood Hinamizawa. Apparently, the younger ones didn't think so. But it seems the elderly in the village never doubted it was Oshiro-sama's curse.
Good save. Good save.
Good save. The woman with Tomitake-san said with a mischievous cackle.
A mischievous cuttlefish. She kept a pet cuttlefish and was very mischievous.
So, I was resting my chin on my hand, and I pushed my chin up when I went to say it, so I like closed my jaw.
Oh, it's amazing. Congratulations. A cuttlefish. I got a mischievous cuttlefish here. He's trying to eat all my toes. Get away from me.
Tomitake-san began laughing with her. It was so infectious I ended up laughing about this murder as well.
Yeah, we did it.
But I wonder about now. There are quite a few, I think. Amongst the youth too? A few what?
Fucking changed! There's 2 voices!
I'm struggling so much.
He's got such a tender voice. Like, oh my, sexy teacher. Ow, but what do you think about the madness?
It's so hard.
Yeah, what?
This is your line.
This madness.
Keep going.
People who believe in Oshiro-sama's curse.
I just really hope the cast is smaller than Umineko. I will die. I will die.
I think there are like only 2 more sprited characters, so don't worry about it.
Oh, thank God, this is gonna be terrible.
There's very few.
I just gotta do my normal voice. I cannot.
No, you have to! You have
just
to.
Just one line.
Oh, God!
The woman's lips were still curled into a smile, but her expression turned stern.
Get, like, this is how many lines you can say with a normal voice. Each
No, that's too much editing.
No! You'd like 5. Whatever. Whose line is it? Anyway, was there any change? It's probably hers. Right. She's staring into your soul.
Then after that, it continued every year. Always around this time. Continue it. Why continue?
What? Get out of life!
I am so done with this scene.
Fuck you. We get a point from that. 2 points!
2 points.
You crazy man!
Crazy man, Ryukishi.
Crazy.
Tomitake-san paused for a second as if to build up some suspense, then he whispered to me as if someone might have been listening.
Every year, on the day of the Watanagashi, someone dies.
It's him. It's gonna be him. I'm so excited. Here.
Oh, I guess it's Tomitake. Yeah, I guess so. The year following dismemberment, on the day of the Watanagashi, a man from Minamizawa who had supported the dam fell off a cliff overlooking some rapids and died while he was on vacation. Unfortunately for his wife, the body was never recovered.
Supported the dam construction even though he lived in Hinamizawa?
I think that this is them going back and forth. So she was the first line, and then he is the second line.
I don't want to give any points because it's just such a mess.
I know. This is not well indicated. This is probably the worst we've had since like episode 2 of Umineko. But yeah, I think that it's going back and forth between the two and just not.
Who is it? Which is which?
I think that she's the top one, but you do the second one because fuck it. And we'll pick up on the next page.
He supported the dam construction even though he lived in Hinamizawa. At the time, there were whispers among the elderly saying it was Oyashiro-sama's curse. We got it.
Yeah. Okay, we're fine. Maybe.
The woman chuckled mischievously again.
Good on her. And the next year, the night of the Watanagashi, the shrine Shinto priest died suddenly from an unknown illness.
Is this why Rika is now a shrine maiden?
Maybe.
Is that her family?
Yeah, maybe. His wife drowned herself in the bog that night.
This has got to be family, otherwise they wouldn't tie this in, I guess.
Maybe.
Ooh, what if it's Mion's parents that were the other ones as well?
Maybe.
And that's why they're all being so cagey.
Oh, you don't know. We'll find out. Keiichi. Yeah.
Who is it? So we've had 2 years, so there's a 3rd year, and we still have Rena. Is Sadako's a sibling with Riko?
They're living together.
Okay. Alright. So we still have to get Rena involved.
Okay.
I mean, I guess there could have been Rena's parents, but Rena...
We don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not confirming or denying anything. I'm bringing it back!
Yeah, he's bringing it back.
I think that's the first time I said that in this playthrough, but I want to let you know I'm...
This is Keiichi now?
Yeah, this is Keiichi, because he's
Shrine Shinto priest. You mean he was from the shrine here? The woman nodded.
Just keep going.
There's a rumor among the villagers that they weren't able to quell Oyashiro-sama's anger.
Oh god,
Take
whatever.
It.
You know, whatever. As I'm pretty sure she's like supposed to be the expert on this shit, but whatever. It's fine. Then the year after that, to get on the night of the Watanagashi, they discovered the battered body of a local housewife. What?
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, same.
Housewife. Up until now, all these mysterious deaths were people involved with the dam or who had connections with Ashura-sama. With that in mind, could the housewife have been involved in some way too? Exactly. Wow, her sprite moved for the first time.
She moved! She does exist!
She's not a stone statue.
Thank God.
The woman stated slyly. No, it's more menacing.
She's not a drugged out statue.
One of the victim's relatives, you see, was connected to the younger brother of the dam supporter who fell to his death 2 years before.
We're on point. The younger brother is still alive, it seems.
Don't say that, it'll fall apart.
But it did bother him quite a bit, so he moved to the neighboring town. What a mess.
For a while, I stood there with my mouth agape. The battle over the dam construction with Hinamizawa's future at stake, and the murder at the center of it all. Alright, so, Ben.
Yeah.
Whose parents are who?
I don't know. I'm not helping you out.
It's gotta be tied in. It has to be.
It's gotta be. Everything has to be relevant.
Everything has to be relevant.
Clearly.
Battle over the dam construction with Hinamizawa's future at stake and the murder at the center of it all. That was all I knew, and that was all I wanted to ask about. But that wasn't all there was to the story. Homicide, body disposal, accidental deaths, terminal illness, suicide, fatal beatings. I'm a pretty level-headed person. I don't really want to believe in curses. But the freakish deaths happen every year. On the day of Watanagashi, and all of them were related to the dam construction. It was easy to dismiss each of them as coincidences by themselves. When you put them all together, dismissing all of them as coincidence would then defy logic. I don't believe in curses, but every single year, on the day of the Watanagashi, somebody or something makes it happen without fail. The woman chuckled again as if she'd picked up on what I was thinking. Felt like she was saying maybe there was, maybe we frightened him, stuff like that. Felt embarrassed at being read so easily. I pressed Tomitake-san to continue. A bit of impatience and irritation in my tone. Then, someone died the next year, right? Who was at that time?
I wonder. Who do you think, Keiichi-kun?
And his body just falls apart. It was me!
It was me! I was the corpse! Ah! And his skeleton runs away.
The hell? Well, he said it didn't agree with me. The sarcastic tone ticked me off. Don't avoid the question, I'm serious here.
Hey, calm down, Keiichi-kun. Oh, she doesn't... Look, if there's no movement, just assume that it's her, because clearly Droopy Eyes needs to stare into our souls.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I realized when she tried to calm me down that I had been panicking.
I've just given you a new voice, and I'm like, you are never gonna get to use it.
I know, it's fine.
We aren't trying to avoid the question, Keiichi-kun. It's just, when you say the next year, that's...
Today.
This day.
That's today? When she hesitated to say it,
I'm sorry, what?
Her sprite moved!
It's sprite moved!
Her sprite moved! Ryukashi.
Get out of life!
I am mad.
10 points!
10
points to us!
Points.
Get out of life. Oh, it's so bad. I've had people tell me that it's actually very easy to tell who's speaking anytime. I strongly disagree. Strongly disagree.
I think there are clues that are better than Umaneko's with regards to people's style of speech.
Yes, I would agree. It's very easy to tell when Satoko is speaking, for instance. She keeps talking about the lions that she has beneath her house.
These two are not easy to tell between them.
These two speak in a very similar way because there's something we can kind of point out about it.
It seems to be all her tone, but you can't read tone.
Yeah. I can't read tone. Get out of life.
That's exactly how I meant that.
I know. Okay. But yeah, like, this is also a very strange scene because it's just Keiichi and these two adults. And, like, obviously the club is written to be very diverse and fun and crazy. But these are just, they're the adults that you are talking to.
Alrighty. I broke into a cold sweat. I really didn't like the direction this was headed. Oh, thank goodness the abrupt water is back.
You take it. I want to give you more chances to use the voice.
Nobody wants to speak of it, but they all think it's going to happen again tonight. The festival was so cheerful, though. Well, the victim last year, the housewife, she was a non-believer. Turns out she didn't even attend the Watanagashi festival.
Uh-oh. There's a rumor going around that if you didn't participate in the festival, you would incur Oyashiro-sama's wrath. Didn't you hear anything about this, Keiichi-kun?
I think we got that right. So proud of us.
I don't know.
I never even heard a whisper of that rumor.
I have no faith in us.
And then the reason everyone was at the festival was they're afraid of the curse?
But I thought they were there to have fun.
I figured...
hit the button. Maybe we can figure it out. Which character is it? I really think it's Tomitake. I think it's him. I figured that must have been the reason. What?
I think it's Tomitake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I think so. I figured that must have been the reason. There were a lot more people at the Watanagashi than usual.
I guess everyone was just afraid, after all, of Yashiro-sama's curse. I hit the button too early.
I couldn't utter a single
word. How appropriate.
Phrase. Just these
In this modern age, where we've made progress in all scientific fields, shedding light on the unknown and misunderstood, where black and white television has been eradicated. So that's like the epitome of evil.
It's great. I love it.
And we've even sent men to the moon.
This is his like length of his imagination.
Even with all our accomplishments, this can exist in modern society. I love that black and white television is so much.
Hit the button. Maybe we can figure it out. I guess I'm gonna go with. Holy shit! It's just these two long. Can somebody look? Here's the deal. Pause. If somebody can take this screen and point out how we're supposed to figure out who's speaking which line, I'd love to know because I cannot figure it out. I think
Tomitake then her.
I think so too. But yeah. Tons of invitations were sent out to neighboring towns' youth groups to help pad the numbers, but after that string of events, few decided to join. The municipal committee members were complaining about how hard it was to gather participants.
Also, the police are treating each case as isolated. They don't believe they're connected. They're trying to keep it quiet, so it's all plainclothes officers. It's finally begun to dawn on me why Renner and Mion were reluctant to talk. If nothing happened during this Watanagashi, everything would have been over with and I'd be none the wiser. If nothing happened, all would be well. In that case, it would all end up being just crazy talk. I should have just pretended like I knew nothing from the beginning. Then they wouldn't have had to act like nothing happened. And we would have gotten back to life as usual.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just too much for him after all. The woman ran her fingers through her hair as she sighed. No, it wasn't. Not at all.
Yep.
I tried to act strong, but that just served to emphasize how much the information had unsettled me. After seeing how I looked, Tomitake-san appeared to regret saying anything. Letting out a sigh, he then spoke, forcing an awkward, upbeat demeanor.
Yeah, so of course what's happening here is that A, he's a kid and they're two adults. B, they know all this stuff and he knows nothing.
Yeah.
And C, they're like a little condescending. There's a very clear power dynamic being established here.
But not clear dialogue.
No, but not clear dialogue. We don't want that. Dynamics are good.
Carry on.
Dialogue's not at all. Keiichi-kun, surely you don't believe in such things as curses.
Well, no.
Go with her.
Yeah. If the causes of all the crimes were unknown, the perpetrators and their methods all mysteries, I would think it's the work of a curse. That's not how things are in reality. The police are investigating the evidence and suspects to uncover the truth. Hearing him say police.
Fuck it. 1 point to us. This is horseshit. This is horseshit.
Hearing him say police made me feel a lot better. It was perfect for repelling the word curse.
The first one, the dismemberment, for example. I told you, didn't I? All but one of the perpetrators were arrested. It's only a matter of time for the last one.
The motive turned out to have been an argument they had while intoxicated. That's no curse. Don't you agree? What? Wait, why does that end with a Ryushi!
What happened?
Please!
What is happening?
Oh, it's true. If it didn't happen on the day of the Watanagashi, then I wouldn't think it was related to the curse at all. The accidental death of the man who supported the dam is the same.
I love this.
I'm done.
The accidental death. The accidental death of the man who supported the dam is the same. Let's just pull someone else in here.
Yeah.
He was in a position that made others hate him. The police made a point of investigating from that angle. They concluded it was an accident, not foul play.
They both happened on the day of the festival, right?
Oh, God. Just think about it, Keiichi-kun. Do you think people with a lot of enemies here in Hinamizawa could participate easily in a local festival? It would be especially hard for them to be around during the Watanagashi, so they probably left Hinamizawa intentionally around this time of year to travel, don't you think?
It wasn't a very clear explanation, but I sort of understand what Tomitake-san was getting at.
Yeah, you got a line right.
So I pressed on earnestly, asking more questions that I could convince myself. Then Tomitake-san, what about the priest who died after that? The one with the unknown illness. That also happened on the day of the festival.
It's even easier to explain what happened to the Shinto priest. The Watanagashi is a really big event that happens once a year. It's probably all from all the built-up stress. Or it may have been because of the pre-existing condition.
But it was an unknown illness. It's hard to believe something with an unknown cause could exist within our advanced medicine.
It's just an exaggeration. Rumors making rumors. Anyone would get worked up over having incidents happen 2 years in a row. This sudden death is quite unnatural, though. Of course, the police ordered an autopsy because of the strange way he died, but there wasn't enough for them to open a full investigation, you know. Turns out it was just a sudden death due to illness.
The priest's wife committed suicide, correct? What about that?
I believe I already explained that. Everyone was shaken up by the incidents happening for a third year. Those who have strong faith were quick to believe it was the work of a curse. Of course, it included the priest's wife. Apparently, they found a suicide note that said something like, "My death will quell Oshiro-sama's anger."
Well then, how about the next incident with the housewife? That happened on the day of the Watanagashi too.
The perpetrator's already been caught and the case has been closed. Turns out it was just some nutjob trying to continue the legacy of the Inamizawa curse.
Then, how about the incident next year? Oh yeah, this year is next year. Tomitake-san gave a hearty laugh.
Oh. Nothing will happen.
He will die.
Not this year.
He's gonna die.
I'm definitely going to be fine. There was never a curse to begin with. It's just that a group of people believed it was the explanation for a string of coincidences.
My internal computer finally got itself back on track. Does that mean the sprites will move?
Maybe.
I felt a bit embarrassed by how childish I'd become after losing control and panicking.
Go with her. Okay.
Yeah. I can see very clearly now that Keiichi-kun really does love Hinamizawa. Even if Oyashiro-sama's curse actually did exist, Keiichi couldn't bring himself to believe that such a thing existed. I felt very relieved. I should probably just forget everything I heard tonight. I'll greet Renner and Mion tomorrow with the same smile as always.
Yeah.
They'd probably also like tonight to end without incident, so they can continue on tomorrow without having worried me. Perhaps seeing my change in attitude, the woman who had been listening in stretched as she got up from the rock she was sitting on.
So she's not... Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Well then, I should be getting back.
Goodness, I think I may have gone on a bit too long.
There are so few people compared to the crowd from before, I could only make out a few groups of families enjoying the cool evening air. I looked at my watch. It seemed we'd talked for the better part of an hour.
Didn't you come along with your friends, Keiichi-kun? Aren't you going to look for them?
Oh yeah, they might all be looking for me.
You're quite the scoundrel making the girls look for you.
My sprite moved. See you, Keiichi-kun. Have a nice night. You too, Jiro-san. I'll see you a bit later.
Tomitake Jiro!
Tomitake-san seems to be quite the scoundrel himself. So his name is Jiro. After dusting off her backside, she disappeared into the crowd of people still busy cleaning up the shrine grounds.
Whee! Oh, thank God that's over. Oh, I feel so much better now. Finally, a character I can relate to. Keiichi-kun, so sorry.
In her place, Rena came running over.
Yay!
I could see all the others behind her. Speak of the devil.
Yay, the literal devil. Hello.
My bad, Kei-chan. We got so caught up in our discussion. I'd completely forgotten about them while caught up in my own conversation, so we were even. So Tomitake-san was with you. This worked out perfectly.
We still need to settle the shooting gallery competition. Ah, that's right. So, I guess I'm gonna end up dead last.
What's the punishment? In the end, after the dramatic victory, Rika-chan was the last challenger, but there weren't many targets left. The ones remaining were all tiny and difficult to hit. She did take her time and aim, but all 3 shots completely missed. She was to end up sharing the loser's crown with Tomitake-san.
Flash.
However, she did her little mewing cry in front of the owner, and he turned into mush instantly.
Rude.
She was given a pack of gum as a consolation prize. Her methods were a bit audacious, but she did avoid being the loser rather magnificently.
Beautiful.
Come to think of it, Rika-chan is quite the trickster.
I have no idea what Keiichi is talking about.
Now then, it's decided Tomitake-san is dead lost. Dead lost.
Dead lost. As opposed to alive lost.
Everyone cheered and applauded. Tomitake-san smiled wryly, slightly bewildered. So Tomitake-san, are you ready? Penalty time.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
You're too naive, Tomitake-san. This is why our club can never lose. Mion pulled a felt tip marker from her pocket. Oh, it's that. Show him some mercy, Mion. At least use a washable marker. Permanent one is too harsh. It just has to be permanent. It comes off when you do the laundry anyway.
But what is this? Please, take it easy on me.
All of us pinned his arms behind his back, and Mion approached him with the marker in one hand. And...
Squip, squip, squip. That's the sound that she's making with her mouth. You're not gonna make that sound?
I'm not gonna make that
You're
sound.
You're gonna make that sound? Squip, squip, squip?
No, that should have been a sound effect.
Squip, squip, squip!
What is this? But she didn't write on Tomitake-san's face.
Flash.
She wrote on the shirt he was wearing. Oh my god, do we get a new shirt design? You better have your big... Oh. Wait.
It's for Mion. She's thinking what she wrote on his shirt.
Right. You better have your big break this year. From Mion. Rena took up the marker next.
Show me your photos next time, okay? From Rena. Star.
It was a little heartwarming and I just had to laugh. Ha! This is more like a farewell card than a penalty. Wait. God damn it, Ryukishi.
Yeah, that's alright. This is more like a farewell card than a penalty.
I'm not as soft as the rest. I'll make sure this is a proper penalty. That's a point to him, I think.
I think so, yeah. It wasn't even like her laugh, so I'm just saying. You should have figured it out, you butt.
Should have figured it out.
You butt.
I'm just so traumatized by that last scene.
You butt.
Haha, dead last. Sadako.
Yeah. Try harder next time, Rika. Oh, what a bunch of cuties. Here you go, Keiichi-san.
I couldn't decide what to write, but based on what penalty this was probably the most appropriate. Come back and play again, Keiichi. Tomitake-san was silent the entire time. Thank you. I was really sad no one wrote Tomitake Flash on his shirt.
I know.
Tomitake-san was silent the entire time, as he was quite bewildered, but now he had a different look on his face.
That's right, that's his special attack. He doesn't get to use that in the first episode. So I have to wear this all the way back to Tokyo as part of the penalty.
Of course, you better wear it all the way home. He's not gonna make it.
You can wear it when you come back. It would be nice.
He appeared deeply moved. Embarrassment mixed with the wealth of other emotions made him turn bright red.
Understood. I'll wear this the next time I come here, I promise.
Everyone cheered and applauded. It was the finest parting gift possible for a buddy heading out tonight. I saw the woman who was with Tomitake-san standing near the festival grounds. Seemed Tomitake-san noticed her too. I knew it was time to leave. Seems like your guest is waiting. Isn't it about time,
Yeah, that's certainly how it seems.
Tomitake-san headed off towards her and seemed to apologize for making her wait. We all shouted stuff at Tomitake-san. Each time we did, he looked back and waved his hand. Eventually, he faded into the darkness of the night, out of sight. He's so dead and I'm so excited.
He's fine.
It was quite the casual farewell. This wasn't the first time any of us had seen someone off. They'd done the same thing many times before.
He's gone.
Well, it's about time we take off too. Rika-chan had to stay behind with the other committee members since they were having a meeting. Sadako was tagging along with her. I headed back home with the usual suspects.
And then we go home and have a nice sleep and nothing goes wrong. Nothing goes wrong.
The walk back was quite lively. The talk of the day's war stories.
Yeah. I unleashed the lions on Keiichi and he ran around in circles. Mine was such entertainment.
So entertaining.
Yes! I sat back with my popcorn and watched them fight in the arena.
I'm just gonna say that's what they said. We're moving on.
That's it.
Renner and I parted ways with Neon and then it was just the two of us. And we got to my house and I parted ways with Renner as well. It's pretty late. You're alright by yourself?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. It's close. I'm going to run too.
If you run into some weirdo, just yell. What if she runs into a corpse?
If someone does come, will you come and save me? Maybe.
If I hear you.
Oh, okay. I'll scream loud enough so you can hear me.
Merrily spinning her arms around at high speeds, Rena dashed off. What is this, like some kind of launch control? It's like wind it up and
yeah, that's literally what she's a Beyblade. She's a literal human Beyblade.
A human Beyblade.
Let her rip. She just spins. Yeah. And her hat like flies off.
Beautiful.
Yep, that's it.
She was fine in that mode. Not even an adult could stand against her. Rena's cheerful presence disappeared and it finally became quiet again. The curse not a single person even whispered about. The more I learned about it tonight, the more unsettling it became. Didn't show on any of their faces, but they were probably all quite concerned about it as well. But if nothing happens tonight, then it'll all end up just being crazy talk. Nothing will happen. Nothing bad. Nothing at all.
Yeah. What's wrong, Keiichi? Why are you standing in a place like that? Come inside, you'll catch a cold.
Wonderful, Dad.
Yeah, nailed it. His dad doesn't care that much about him. Let's be real.
Wow.
Let's be real.
It was my mom. Did you go, Mom? To the Watanagashi festival?
In the end, your father didn't wake up, so I missed it.
Wow.
A little disappointing.
Wow, he thinks his family's gonna die.
I'll be fine.
Mom stuck her tongue out with a bit of an embarrassed look on her face. There we go.
Is that it? There we go. That's another chapter. A little bit shorter.
A little bit shorter.
But I think there might be tips.
I hope so.
I think this might be a tip chapter. I hope so. It's the end of the Tanagashi Festival. So
every chapter's had tips so far, right?
I mean, well, like, when they do that fade out thing, it's not always the end of a chapter, is what I meant to say. But yeah, this is the end of a chapter.
It was Sadako's family.
It was Sadako's family?
It was Sadako's family.
What makes you say that?
The fact that it said...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's all that juicy info that we're looking for.
I only got one right.
That's all right.
I don't know why I thought Maon.
Oh.
I guess I
mean, we don't know much about any of them, really.
Yeah.
But we do know that Sadako and Rika live alone in a house, so there you go.
Yeah.
Let's
go.
Let's read
Take it away, dude.
Yeah, I got this shit.
Unless Keiichi just randomly starts talking.
That might be what's happening. What's the voice? I guess I could do the... do a Gary voice. From the June 1980 edition. On the afternoon of X at 2 p.m., office employee X and his wife X at Hinamizawa village in Shishibone Prefecture disappeared after falling 27 meters from the observatory platform in Shirakawa Prefecture. Police and firefighters searched downstream and discovered the body of X at around 7 p.m. that evening. His wife X has yet to be found. The search has run into difficulties due to the effects of Typhoon 3 from the previous day. It appeared a railing at the observatory that the X's leaned on had broken, causing them to fall. The groundskeeping staff was... Oh, right. The groundskeeping staff... I was like, what about the grounds?
What about the floor?
What about the floor? Tell me. The grounds were questioned by the police in regards to facility deterioration and if park maintenance was performed properly. I guess that's it. But yeah, there you go. So two Hojos fell off a observatory platform.
How mysterious.
There you go. From the June 1981 edition, 1 year after the previous edition. On the afternoon of X, around 10 p.m., in the X district of Hinamizawa village in Shishibone Prefecture, the Shinto priest at the Furude Shrine passed away after an existing condition he was recovering from suddenly worsened. Parties close to the deceased said he was suffering from anxiety issues concerning the festival, which was to be held that day. Also, after X's death, his wife X went missing, leaving behind a farewell note. The police and local youth association continued the search. However, hearing the presence of the farewell message and the fact that the Onigafuchi Marsh is said to be bottomless, they have run into difficulties.
Is said to be bottomless.
Yeah. What
a reason to give up the search.
It's great. Yeah, the Onigafuchi swamp is pretty cool. It pops up a couple of times.
That's also where they said that they thought the arm had been thrown in, right?
Yeah, they thought there are a couple of cool things about the swamp that we know. There are stories that that's where the arm was thrown in.
Yeah.
It's a suicide spot.
Yeah.
And also it's apparently where demons come from. It's something else that we've talked about a little bit. So it's good fun. Lots of fun stuff going on.
Good fun. Time for housewife murder.
It wasn't reported in the newspaper.
Is that it?
That's it.
Wow.
That's all it was. It wasn't reported.
Why is...
It's just so Higurashi can let us know.
Why did it load a whole
So he can let us know that it wasn't reported. All right, ready a long time.
I'm thankful that Ryukashi kept something brief for once. Yeah. But it surprised me.
All right. Let's go back and forth on this one. Give me your best radio voice.
You want my best radio voice?
Yeah, you go.
This is Akinomiya Station calling Unit 3. Unit 3, please respond.
This is Unit 3. Loud and clear.
Backup is heading your way. Hold position until further instructions. Over.
Roger, Unit 3 acknowledged.
Requesting no headlights. Requesting radio silence.
Station, the doctor has arrived. They want to carry it away. What's the order? Over.
Acknowledged. Leave it to the doctor.
Affirmative. Understood. Backup has arrived. Shouldn't we let them take a photo first? I think the VIC is done for. Or the Vic.
The victim.
The victim! I get it! There's been a victim!
Oh, that was present? Finally.
I don't know. You tell me. You figure it out,
let's look over this again.
You're the detective. Oh my god, what are you doing?
I just want to look over it
Why?
again.
Okay. If you want to look over it again.
I was thinking that was like maybe the log from like the housewife murder, and it was like there wasn't a newspaper reporting, but here's something else.
You tell me.
Okay, Akinomiya Station. So okay, so it is on the way out. So he's clearly left. If this is Tomitake.
Okay, sure.
Unit 3, whatever. What is Unit 3? Is that just police? Yeah.
I have no clue. I don't know.
No.
It's a Japanese
Requesting
thing.
no headlights, radio silence is really interesting.
Yep.
Give it to the doctor.
Doctor's here.
Shouldn't we let them take a photo first? I think the victim is done for.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. That's what we get. It's not clear. It's not clear if it's in the present or the past, but someone's.
It's not, but I 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Kind of makes a nice line.
A nice line, sure. A timeline. Maybe?
Yeah, one could even say.
Yeah.
It's just I didn't click on that the first time because I thought it was related to this one, but then I guess that would have been part of this instead.
I don't know. It's not clear. That's kind of up to you to piece together. That's why the tips are not like part of the main story.
Yeah. Sure.
I quite like them. I quite like the tips in Higurashi because they're just like, here's little bits and pieces of information. Super cool.
It is.
Disjointed scenes.
Alrighty.
But yeah, I guess that'll be it for today. We're at the end of a bunch of tips.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Do you want to talk about stuff, or we'll do that at the start of the next episode?
I think we'll do it at this. I don't know.
Because we've got time now. Like this wasn't an hour-long episode.
I think probably the main thing is, I think Tomitake's died. That's what all of those scenes, like, Tomitake was just talking about things too much for him to not die.
Right. Okay, sure.
Like, I feel like they're going...
He's exposited too much, Captain. He's going out.
Yeah. Especially because he was the one that was like, oh, don't worry, nothing's going to happen tonight. It'll be fine. It's just like poetic justice, more or less.
Sure. Okay.
I don't really have a reason beyond that.
Cool.
I just don't think we're going to kill off all the rest of the main cast yet.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, if we're doing this, like...
I was going to say, what do you expect is going to happen? Do you think it's going to be like Umineko, where like... Well... Another novel where everyone just dies at the end, sort of deal? What do you think?
My expectation is that it's probably going to be a series of sequential murders.
Yeah.
But because we haven't been presented with anything quite like the epitaph, it's hard for me.
This is not nearly, we're not even in the like Higurashi Mineko recap thing, but it's not as clear cut, I think.
Yeah.
As Umineko is, in that sense. But yeah, I'm curious, like, what you might think is going to happen to him, how you think it's gone down, if you think that something has happened to him, that sort of jam. But I don't know if you have a lot to go on right now. We just kind of hung out at the festival and then had a lot of exposition from 1 or 2 characters.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to really exposit any theories when we literally haven't even had an actual death yet.
No, I know.
We might have with that thing, but we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I think next time on.
Yeah, next time on. See you later.